Did you purposely wait 5 seconds before you hit it? Oh, jeez. No, it's too late. We've gone too far. No, you should have hit it already. Did you not hit it?
It didn't work, and then I was telling you it didn't work.
Fucking hit it now.
I already did.
See, why did you even ask then?
My Skype disappeared. I can't see you guys.
I see Andy. I don't see you. There you are.
No, this is like last time. Okay, I guess when I closed Skype, it's still open.
Yeah, I think you have to actually tell it sign off or quit or something.
Yeah, but I didn't tell it to do anything this time. It did it.
It's had enough for your shenanigans already.
This is a mess. I'll quit.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Brad Guy to Super Friends. I'm your host, Brian Labick. Joining me for this episode is Andy Stolz.
Hello, podcast people.
And Ian Leidig.
Hey guys. I got a quick message though from my good friend Mike Bradley. Heard you couldn't make it because you're trying not to touch yourself.
I feel like we should put some context behind that. It's going to send the wrong messages. So Bradley's not here. I did ask him to get on, but he got stuck with some poison ivy, so that's why he's touching himself. Not. I
thought he wasn't touching himself. That's like the whole point. You're not supposed to.
All right, so fair enough. I phrased that wrong, but yes, that's why he's trying not to touch himself. Ian's just lending his support. That's all he's doing.
Hey guys.
All right, so yeah, we're back this week. Sorry if you missed us after taking a week off. I'd say we're back and better than ever, but I feel like that sets the bar too high. I don't think we can live up to that expectations. So lately, I guess the last couple episodes with D23 and San Diego Comic-Con and all this stuff, we've been covering a lot of news lately. So we're going to take a break from that this week. Some of us some of you might be expecting us to talk about The Defenders since that dropped last week. Some of us did get through it. I know I got through it. I think Andy's trying to get through it. Ian doesn't have Netflix, so he can't get through it.
I haven't even started it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Slacking.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I finished it. Romano finished it. Becky finished it. So I think it's at least the three of us next week. We're going to try to postpone it next week. Josh is trying to get through it. So I don't know if you can get through it by next week, but feel free to come back if you finish.
He's not replacing you with Josh.
Yeah, it would be in conjunction with Josh if Josh makes it on. You are both invited back.
Okay.
So yeah, that's sort of the plan for next week. So I'll try to give people a little bit more time to finish the series so we can all be on the same page when we talk about it, hopefully next week. But for this episode, we're going to try something new. If you listen to the 100th episode, you may remember our Bond Battle Royale discussion, which I actually thought was kind of a highlight of the episode. I actually really enjoyed that conversation.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Ian, did you actually listen all the way through to that episode, or did you just listen to your parts? I don't remember.
I told you, I literally listened to those parts. Andy said, "You skipped the Bond Royale," and I said, "Yes, Andy, I did."
Okay.
And then he was even more disappointed in me.
All right, so sort of spinning off from the Bond Battle Royale stuff, I thought it'd be sort of fun to try to do this maybe every so often, just have sort of these Battle Royale discussions. So assuming this is fun, we can try this again here and there, other episodes. Basically, the thought is that each of us tries to think of some characters or people from movies, comics, TV, video games, books. I mean, they don't really have to be geek-related, but at least try to have somewhere around 4-ish contestants, I guess, if you want to call them, and put them in some sort of Battle Royale scenario, and we just try to debate who we think could be the last one standing. The only guideline I really tried to make was that everyone tries to stick to people that the rest of us on the show would know. So if someone selects a bunch of characters that no one knows, that really doesn't help the discussion. We're just going to not be able to contribute anything. So I figure it's a way to veto most of Ian's anime characters that he would love to bring to the table. So we're throw them out there. So since there's only 3 of us this week, I don't know how long these discussions will last. So each of us sort of prepared a few battles that we'll try to present in case some of them end up being really short. We'll see how many we get through before we sort of feel like stopping. And this is still kind of experiment, so I'm not really sure how to work. It may require some fine-tuning as we go just to see how good some of these discussions work. So if it's still fun after we do this a couple times and we want to keep doing it, we'll bring it back. There's no real name for this. I don't know if we're just going to call it like Battle Royale stuff or I don't know. That could be to be determined at some point.
Yeah, we should.
Rumble Dumble Jammers.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
The Rumble Dumble Jammers.
I mean, for lack of a better term right now, we'll go with Rumble Tumble. Wait, what? I can't even remember now. Rumble
Dumble Jammers.
That might be the best intro we're going to get. That might be the one to go with. Rumble Dumble Jammers. Is that it?
Yeah.
It sounds stupid when someone else says it, doesn't it?
Rumble Dumble Jammers on the front, fight all on the back.
So I should point out, before we get into any of these, if anyone listening and you like this idea, you have some ideas for us to use for other battles or anything like that, feel free to pass them along. We'll try to use them for a later segment, assuming we do this again. So for our first Rumble Bumble, I can't even remember. I should write this down. I don't even remember the damn thing.
Double bubble trouble.
If you say it really fast, no one will know. It won't matter. Just throw a hashtag in
talking
front
fast.
of it.
Rumble
I can't
Double
talk
Jammer.
regular.
Rumble double jammer. Rumble double jammer.
See, Andy's got it. He knows what it is.
Rumble
I'll
double
let you
jammer.
two say the word then. No, I can't. Can't do it.
You can barely
easy,
get
just-
through, hey, Brad Guy and his super friends.
That's what I mean. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's just
I can't.
Rumble double jammer.
when it's a trick to say to begin with, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get through it. It'd take me all night. Okay, so for the first Rumble Bumble Double. I feel like I'm just going to call it whatever the fuck I want at this point.
If you would have
Sorta
just keep
sounds
going,
similar.
no one would be laughing.
So for the first one, who wants to go first? I think Andy, you had when we sort of talked pregame, what battles we had sort of ideas for. I think you had the most, so we'll let you go first with one of yours.
All right, I'm going to go with my corniest one first.
Okay.
This is Muppets and Sesame Street Battle Royale. Or Rumble Double Jammers. Rumble Double Jammers.
Hashtag.
So, I've got Grover, Gonzo, Elmo, Oscar the Grouch, and Fozzie Bear.
Ooh.
I gotta write all these down.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Forgot half of
as
them.
He kept naming them.
So, Grover,
Wait, go through them again. Grover.
Gonzo, Elmo, Oscar the Grouch, and Fozzie Bear.
Oscar, Fozzie. Gut reaction, I feel like Oscar would be the one to come out on top of
Just
that.
because he's so fucking cranky?
Yeah, I don't think he'd give a shit who he hurts and why. Plus, I mean, he's got it. Well, could he use his trash can as a weapon?
No.
Do we have to set ground rules? Like,
How
are there
would he
weapons
use it as a
involved?
weapon if he's in it? He could use
That's
the
what I
lid.
mean. Like, he'd have to get out of it.
He doesn't get out of
I
it.
guess-
That's his character. He is the trash can.
So he's okay. So is he? So he's basically immobile, right? He's just sitting in one place in a trash can.
Well, he obviously gets around. You think the garbage men take him everywhere? He clearly could like hop around in it.
Well, maybe they just know there's a living thing in the trash can. Don't throw that away.
That's why he's so grouchy. They keep trying.
So if Oscar the Grouch can use his trash can Fozzie use his rubber chicken?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nearly as effective, but yes.
I mean, it's basically a nunchuck, right?
Oh,
He's not trained though, and that'll really backfire on him immediately. That's why
So
I think
he ends up hitting
Fozzie.
himself more than anybody else.
If he uses it, he's the first one out. If he just goes full like rage bear mode, he's winning this.
So
I can't imagine Fozzie in rage bear mode.
so if those two can use that, can Grover be Super Grover?
I mean, he's
Ooh.
always Super Grover in his fucking mind. So
And Elmo, tickle me, Elmo?
oh, but one of the ones without like the Elmo skin on it, it looks like a dying robotic baby yelling
No.
at you. Like, "Ah,
That just got real fucking weird, because now the mental image is in there.
You've never seen it?
The Tickle Me Elmo without its skin?
Yeah.
I feel like we had to. We worked at a fucking toy store.
It's fucking horrifying. Also, we didn't work at a good toy store. We didn't have Tickle Me Elmos.
We definitely did, because I remember like putting that on display and playing with it all the time. I thought that was one of the coolest fucking toys out there.
That's a little creepy, Brian.
No, it was awesome that it fucking fell over and like picked itself back up.
It's for 4-year-olds. Brian's like, man, we got a lot of toys in here, but that Tickle Me Elmo really tickles my groin.
You gotta take it there. I never said that. I never said that.
I'll play back the tapes later. I'll go talk to your manager.
Why does every toy have to touch you at some point like that?
That's how you play with toys.
I think you're playing wrong.
You're playing wrong.
I don't know. I think Gonzo could stand a chance, though, because, I mean, doesn't he get fired out of a cannon occasionally, too?
Yeah, he's got that stuntman stuff.
Yeah, he could be like the human cannonball just taking people out.
Well, he could be somebody else's weapon. He just gets in the cannon, someone else shoots him off, and then, you know, he gets knocked out, and then the person that shot him off is the last man standing.
Why would they all be grouped up if a cannon's pointing at him, Brian? Come on, you're not thinking about this logically.
Please explain it to me.
Well, let's say you see a giant cannon that shoots a giant man-sized Muppet out of a fucking cannon. You're not going to group up with the other Death Fighters in the Rumble Double Jam.
Rumble Double Jam.
Rumble Double Jam. Rumble Double Jam.
So I think this really comes down to whether or not Fozzie goes full rage mode. And I think it's real easy to pull it off by slitting the throat of his wife. So as an innocent bystander, I will slit the throat of his chicken wife, causing him to go into a rage mode and kill everyone with his bear claws.
No, Fozzie doesn't have the chicken wife. That was Gonzo.
Yeah. I fucked up my lore. Sorry, everyone.
So you're saying Gonzo, then? Gonzo could win if his wife gets killed?
No, he'd just go cry about it because he's a little fucking emo baby.
But he's got a schlong for a nose.
You just hit people with his nose. And try to headbutt people.
The nose dick slap.
Oh.
Tickle with dick nose.
It's got a lot more weird real quickly. I This is what happens when we go a little bit too free reign.
I don't know. I'd probably say Oscar.
Yeah, I mean that was my gut reaction as Oscar.
Yeah, he's the meanest.
I feel like the other Muppets would hurt somebody and then feel bad about it.
And then there would be like a NBC like so you know, or what was the thing?
The more you know.
The more you yeah.
Yeah. I always think of G.I. Joe, but that's not the right one.
Knowing's half the battle.
That's what it is.
But that's not the NBC star thing.
I think it was just the more you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was right. Yeah. All right, so Andy and I are going Oscar. Were you still falling on Fozzie?
Bear claws.
I mean, it's not like we can really like determine a winner. We're just.
I like how you completely invalidate the whole fucking premise of this episode right there at the end of the first fucking one.
What are you saying about Rumble Double Jammers?
Rumble double. Damn it!
Best episode we have all year, guys.
Oh shit! All right. Should we just say? I guess we'll just have to say. Well, I guess if there's three of us, luckily, if two of us land on the same one, then we determine a winner. So I'd say Oscar wins that one.
Yep.
We're gonna count them up and have them fight in the final battle royale at the end of the episode.
Oh, we should do tournament style. Oh, Rumble Double Jammer tournament.
Nailed it.
So the winner advances to fight the other winners.
Yeah, in the final battle royale at the end.
So we got the RDJT.
RD Rumble Dumble Jam. Okay, I got it.
He finally knows what the second word is now that we told him the letter it starts with.
I heard RDJ and immediately thought Robert Downey Jr. and I'm like, he's not named after this tournament.
Yeah, that's why I came up with the name, Brian. Catch up. You're playing 4D chess. You're playing checkers.
I like Chinese checkers.
That's fun too. That's actually my group. It's board games. Which board game's gonna win?
All right, first battle down. Ian, do you want to present one of yours?
Okay. No, this was always going to be a tough one for me because there's so many great ideas, and I already forgot the ones I was planning. I was telling you guys in the pre-tro.
Oh dear Lord! No,
I
I'm
know.
really scared what he's going to bring up.
So I'm going to go with Space Marine type characters, and for mine it is a triple threat match. I didn't want to go 4 here.
Okay.
Because I think triple threats are really the pinnacle of wrestling if you're a big fan. So, Master Chief, Commander Shepard, and the guy from the first Doom.
Oh.
And I think the part I like about this battle the most is they're all basically different time periods, so different rules apply for each of them, and trying to meld this into how it would lay out. And then they all have gone up against some spectacular beasts. Master Chief fought world-ending machine gods. Commander Shepard fought world-ending machine gods. And the Doom guy fought demons.
Some
fucking horrible demons, yeah.
All right, I feel like we have to specify Commander Shepard. Is this a biotic character? Is this a straight-up soldier character?
Ooh, I like where you're going here. And I'm going to go with the Vanguard, which is the mesh of soldier and biotic. So basically shotguns and psychic abilities.
Okay. See, that makes it more difficult for me now.
I know, because that's the best one.
If it was straight up soldier, I feel like I would have went Master Chief.
Well, because he's clearly the superior soldier, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, biotic powers, I think, raise the bar for Commander Shepard, so now I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. The guy from Doom has the fucking BFG.
Yeah, it's the big thing. He gets that upgrade. It's game over in the Hellscape zone.
Yeah.
So we're allowing all weapons for the Doom character?
Same with Master Chief and Shepard. He gets his whatever the cool shotgun's probably called that they named. Mass Effect had all those memorable weapons.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, none of them. The names don't stick out to me at all. I just know shotgun, sniper rifle. That's
exactly. That's because they all were like fake corporations shotgun.
Yeah,
times 10. I mean, you figure Master Chief's loaded out with the classic battle rifle, assault rifle combination for mid-range and close-range capabilities.
Plus, like, the Halo pistol's lethal, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, depending on which game you play.
No, but he can bring them from all games.
So you would want to bring the
pistol could mac people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Halo...
Three-round headshot.
Halo 1 was the when it was mad?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the insane one where you wouldn't use other weapons, because...
It was pointless.
Yeah.
There was no scope on the gun, but you could zoom in 2 times and shoot people from across the level with a headshot. If you hit them 3 times in the head, they go down.
So that's what I think it brings up then. Like, in Mass Effect universe, they have that kinetic armor, which, like, prevents bullets from hitting you. So how much do you think that would stop the head? Like, how many headshots in a row would Master Chief need to get, do you think, to break that armor?
Well, I mean, is that any different than, like, the Uber shields and stuff?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, there's always like a counter to every move I'm trying to think that these guys could make. The other game has a counter to it.
It's like they built this just for us.
They knew somebody would put these 3 in a ring somewhere and want to debate it.
So I think that, Shepard would have to depend on using like the biotic ability to like charge and ram him. And immediately move into the smash one and then pull out a shot blast to try and end it in like one continuous movement.
Yeah.
Because if he gives him any time, he's just going to burst off that pistol.
All right, so here's another question. Does Master Chief have Cortana as AI assist?
I'm going to say yeah, but I don't think it matters. He's the perfectly genetically bred super soldier. He doesn't need
Right, but I'm thinking like surprise attack, Cortana could help prevent that.
Oh, because she could call it out.
Yeah.
That's what would help preventing the Doom guy from doing anything while they have their like 10-second fight.
Yeah. Or even just like you mentioned the charge attack. Like I feel like Cortana could sense that coming and warn Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so difficult now. I almost feel like I just got to flip a coin. Like to me, it's between Master Chief and Commander Shepard.
Mm-hmm. Doom guy's really sitting this one out unless he like gets it in while they're like doing stuff. I feel like just because he doesn't have the defense they have.
Yeah. And he's more reliant on what weapons I feel like he has. Shit. I feel like we're just like launching into dead air because I'm just sitting here thinking of scenarios in my head of how this plays out.
I'm going to go Master Chief.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Master Chief. He's just too smart at that. Like, he's genetically bred for this day.
Yeah.
They made him for this.
Yeah, I feel like the other two were just kind of thrown in this stuff.
Yeah, Commander Shepard with his backstory, usually it's just like, I just happen to be here.
And the Doom guy was just like, holy fuck, there's demons.
Yeah, oh shit. That sucks.
My gut reaction, I think, was Master Chief. The biotic powers for Commander Shepard, I think, helped bring him into a close second, but I don't think you can edge out Master Chief, especially with Cortana. I think Cortana could put him over the top.
I think in this scenario, Commander Shepard ends up in third just because he would go for the win real quick and lose. So he ends up in third because of that.
All right, going with your charge attack scenario, I think that I can.
If we're ranking the characters, he's second, but if we're taking how this would play out, he finishes in third because he's dead first.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so Master Chief, clear winner out of that one. So far we have Master Chief against Oscar in the final.
That's gonna be a close one.
Hopefully that trash can's bulletproof.
I was gonna say
it's adaptanium. It's fine.
Is that Sesame Street canon?
Yeah, it's canon, guys. Check out episode 755 of season 3. Yeah, they call their seasons episode seasons. It's weird. I didn't mess up talking.
Way to backpedal. Nice job. All right, so we'll go to the first one that I have. Mine is all the Batman. So, live-action iterations of Batman. So we have Adam West Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, Val Kilmer Batman, George Clooney Batman, Christian Bale Batman, and Ben Affleck Batman. Out of those 6, who do we think will be the last one standing?
I think it comes down, there's only 2 Batmen that can win this bat fight. And that's Christian Bale Batman and Batfleck.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm going to.
Bale, out of all of the Batman, Bale is the one that seems the most classically trained in the Batman lore with the martial arts and the assassin skills. And is the most physically gifted, I think, of all of them in the Batman movies. And then Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is at the point of his Batman career where he's okay to kill people, which gives him a distinct advantage when fighting Batmans that will not kill people.
That is a fair point. I had not thought that far ahead.
That's why I thought that would have been a bad choice of topics. I was like, he's just going to use his bat car to shoot everyone. Or the bat tank to shoot everyone.
Well, the one thing I was thinking of, too, is Adam West Batman had all the weird fucking gadgets for any scenario. So I feel like he's probably got a bat bomb designed for a Battle Royale scenario that kills everyone but him or something like that.
Well, it also kills him, so no more Batman will bat fight in the Battle Royale. And the Rumble Double Jammers.
A clean slate.
Rumble Double Jammers.
Andy, what are you thinking?
That's a really tough one. I would probably go with... Oh, damn it.
Is it safe to say Val Kilmer and George Clooney are off the table?
Yes.
All right, so we're down to 4. Adam West, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck.
I just feel like Adam West and Michael Keaton couldn't compete physically.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Depending on what type of gadgets and stuff are allowed.
Yeah, are we just going throw them in?
I think maybe just to make it more interesting, we'll say bat gadgets are allowed because I think that gives Adam West a fighting chance. But in my mind, just from stuff we've seen on screen of Batmen fighting, the different Batmans, I don't think no fight scenes for Michael Keaton's Batman stand out to me. Bale has some decent fight scenes, but again, nothing that really stands out to me. Batfleck had one really fucking awesome fight scene, and just based on that alone, I feel like he's the one that can handle himself against everybody else.
I think the other thing we're forgetting, though, is that Batman is the world's greatest detective. And they will all have been planning for this fight. That's always the classical argument why Batman could defeat Superman is because he would plan it out to the second, what would happen. So now you have, let's say, just
every one of these Batman...
I've planned out how they're going to win
Batman
the fight, yeah. So I think it actually comes down to which one you think is the best Batman. Not physically, but mentally. Which one would prepare the perfect game plan to win this?
Okay, that's a different scenario. Because now I'm thinking either Michael Keaton or Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly Val Kilmer.
What makes you say Val Kilmer there?
I don't know, just because I kind of like Val Kilmer's Batman.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean, he did slight detective skills, at least some detective skills in his Batman movie. I don't remember a fuck ton thing about George Clooney's Batman other than the bat nipples thing.
That's how you know he's a poor planner.
And then couldn't even design his suits right.
Like, that's literally just to sexually excite Robin.
I don't know, because Ben Affleck did a lot of research on how to actually take down Superman, so...
Yeah, except he forgot the one most important thing, that his mother's name is Martha. Like, you just missed that.
So we're just gonna throw Affleck away because of the Martha thing? Okay.
Yeah, how do you not research that one fucking thing about your opponent?
He really stuck to that kryptonite thing, but didn't look at anything else in Superman's background.
Mm-mm. Nothing but kryptonite. He was so focused on how to beat him, he didn't think about all the other possibilities. That's why he's playing checkers.
See, all right, so I'm going with the detective route, and from the movies that we've seen Batman do, I'm leaning towards Christian Bale as the detective.
I think it's Bale or West, just because West would have all of the gadgets to be able to pull off any plan.
That's true.
That's why I think
he has
comes down
freaking
to
shark
this too.
repellent.
Yeah, so he would also have Bat Tank repellent to take out Bat Fleck.
So,
Tank repellent.
what do you call Batman who refuses to go to church?
I don't know.
Christian Bale.
It's such a dad joke.
Christian Bale wins now. He just won.
The joke decided it. It's over.
I'm going Christian Bale Batman.
I feel like his gadgets were cooler too.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Although
the Michael Keaton Batmobile was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if the cars can come into play here, though.
Well, they all got to get there somehow.
They can use grappling hooks and fly in.
You ever grappling hook across a whole fucking city? Not worth it.
He scours the rooftops, I thought. Not just drive around town.
When he's going somewhere, he's always driving. He doesn't just scour around on the rooftops when he's got somewhere to be.
Alright, so what's the scenario leading up to the battle? Is it just like, okay, every Batman has to meet at this specific spot, like a playground tussle?
It's a riddle. They're all trying to solve the riddle.
I feel like they all get drugged and then they wake up in a battle arena.
Alright, so that would take the cars out of the equation then.
Okay. Well, can't they remotely call their cars into the battle arena? Don't half the Bat cars have supercomputers in them?
Oh, they could.
Yeah, I guess. See, now we're going down a rabbit hole because if they're allowed gadgets, if the person drugged them and threw them in the pit,
why would they have all their gadgets?
I mean,
because if we assume they have gadgets, we assume they can call the car.
It also depends on the size of the arena. Because if the arena is like Sword Art Online, it would be like an entire city.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've officially gone down the rabbit hole. These are details I did not think of when I'm trying to think of the scenario.
Brian's thinking, why couldn't you guys just play fucking Injustice and we could talk about it like an Injustice fight? Fucking nerds.
Yeah, because I'm second guessing every pick that I make now. All right, so I was gonna say, are we going brute force or are we going detective? Because either I could roll different people for each one.
I think it comes down to the mind skills when you're talking all Batmen.
Well, I guess if I put them both into play, if I'm thinking who has the best mixture of both, I guess I gravitate towards Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
That's me too. Yeah.
Same. Unanimous.
Okay, we've decided it. Christian Bale's Batman. All right. So we did 3 of them. Andy, I guess we're back to you if we get another one.
All right. What do you want?
I don't know. Dealer's choice.
I'm going to go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Battle Royale.
Okay, so all 4 turtles?
And Splinter.
Ooh.
So Splinter, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo.
See, my gut reaction is Splinter.
But he's so old and frail.
But he's the one that taught them, so you'd think he'd know how to beat them. But if it's not Splinter, I have to go Leonardo, I feel like.
But Donatello's got the reach with the bow staff. And he's fucking smart as shit.
So is this another scenario where our gadget's allowed?
I mean, what's Michelangelo going to do? Like, eat a pizza until he dies?
I feel like Mikey could have, like, I don't know, like, his whole attitude, I feel like, would make him not take it as seriously. So maybe he could, almost like Spider-Man it, and, like, get inside everybody's head when they're trying to fight and throw them off their game.
So Raphael's definitely going to lose?
He's going to be too tempered to think straight and fight. He's going to get his ass handed to him.
Because that's what happens to him every single time.
Right. Every movie you see with him, he loses his temper and fucks up, so he's out. I feel like Mike would probably be the next one to go, because I don't think he can hang with the rest of them.
I'm just thinking strictly weapon-wise. I don't think a nunchuck and a sai would really fare well against a katana and a bow staff.
True.
And what does Splinter have? A cane?
And his tail.
Oh, they have fucking shells, dude. Half shells, I think, is what they call them.
Which I don't get, because they clearly have full shells. Like, it's very clear, if you've ever seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, they have complete full turtle shells.
Turtles in a full shell. See, it still works.
Yeah, it does. It's so dumb to change it.
Still have the right syllables.
I'm a little disappointed Vanilla Ice wasn't included in this fight. I think he's the best canon Turtles character.
I thought about throwing Casey Jones in there too, but I decided not to.
Ooh.
That'd have been fun, just because I would clearly root for the human.
Against the giant rat and turtles.
Yeah, they'd be like, clearly he's trying to defend his city from these fucking immigrants taking all the pizza jobs.
I feel like Leonardo would be the one to win, because I feel like he would make the same choices that Obi-Wan would make because of his leadership, where he will do what needs to be done.
Okay. But see, I don't see him taking out Splinter.
Well, they would all team
Splinter,
up
like,
to
goes
take him
rogue.
out. They would all team up to take him out.
So all 4 turtles take out Splinter, and then Leonardo cleans up after everybody else?
Yeah, well then him and Donatello would team up, because that just makes the most sense to me. And they would take out the other 2, and then in a one-on-one fight, with Donatello having no time to plan anything, then yeah, Leonardo would kick his fucking turtle ass.
So we go from Leonardo being an honorable leader to him just backstabbing everyone.
I think when it comes down to it, and you're in your fucking half shell, gotta fight to the death. Yeah, he drops it at the split of the hat.
Leonardo's got some grit, real grit to him. I mean, he almost has to.
True. I don't know. I still feel like he'd be too honorable to do that. At least the scenario that Ian is talking about.
Well, so you think he just commits seppuku and that's it? He's out first one? That's ritual suicide.
If he's going to go, I feel like that's the way he would go.
So, okay, fine. He's got the katana, so that works for ritual suicide. So
yeah.
Okay, so Leonardo's out first. That's an upset of the century.
And if Leonardo's off the table, I still think it's Splinter.
You don't think 3-on-1 they could take him?
Maybe.
Like, you don't think he'd feel a little too much compassion for his sons and just have a moment of weakness at least once where they could take that advantage of that hole and get that shot in?
This is where it gets hairy, because I feel like every one of these characters care too much about the other to want to just straight up murder each other.
Well,
they have
if we go in with that scenario,
See-
like with that in mind, it kind of defeats the purpose
Hold
of
on.
putting them into a fight to the death.
Well,
Why
okay,
do you
you
keep
could say-
every fucking time we talk about it, you're like, oh, this whole episode's pointless. They wouldn't do this. That
I was
wouldn't
going to say,
happen.
do all the Batmen have grudges against one another?
Like, seriously.
It's true, yeah. Okay.
It's just Brian's that don't suck, apparently.
I'm still going Splinter. I think it's Splinter. I think Splinter has to be the one.
Leonardo.
I would go Leonardo.
Okay. I'm outvoted on this one. Leo advances. All right, so we're up to Ian. Ian, you get another one?
Yeah, another triple threat, and this time we're going. I was gonna go like Jedi or something, but I was like, yeah, that's a little too on the nose for this podcast. We always talk about Jedi, so I'm going God characters, and my choices were Dr. Manhattan,
Oh.
Zombie the Genie from Aladdin. That's it.
So who was the second character?
Zombie the Genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, shit. I vaguely remember that person. So I have no idea what that character's capable of now.
He grants one wish per episode, and he's literally a head in a box.
Oh, God, okay.
Okay. I gut reaction is Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Of course,
Because
yeah.
because the genies are bound by their genie laws or whatever.
But that's where I think, because
And Dr. Manhattan isn't even bound by clothes, so...
it's weird that no one cares about that. No one brings it up.
Well, wait, can the genies grant? They can't grant wishes to themselves, right? So they can't really.
But they can force wishes upon other people.
So who's gonna grant? So Dr. Manhattan's gonna wish for his own death or something?
No, they would therefore create like champions to fight Dr. Manhattan.
So the genies themselves aren't actually fighting. They're bringing other people in to fight for them.
Have you ever seen a genie fight?
Well, no, that was why I was confused by this. That's why I figured
Oh,
Dr.
God.
Manhattan is the clear winner.
He would be until the genies bring in their champions.
Well, see, now we have to specify who the genies' champions are.
I think that's
'Cause
up
we don't
to
know
your
what
own,
they're
like,
capable
your own
of.
creative flavor.
Yeah, they could bring in fucking Godzilla.
Oh, here
King
we
of
go.
Monsters!
Godzilla versus Dr. Manhattan.
Okay, let's go with that, because I think that's a fun fight. Because clearly Godzilla wins.
But I don't know, because you just said Dr. Manhattan's basically a god. I don't know if Godzilla could take a god,
He is a
atomic
god.
breath or not.
He's a god. It's in his name. Dr. Manhattan's a doctor. God,
That's where you're hung up. That's where you're drawing the line.
Yeah.
Plus,
exactly.
I really
That's
don't.
your
I really don't.
rules.
I feel like those two have a good relationship and really wouldn't want to fight. So
Zombie the Genie and Dr. Manhattan, or Godzilla and Dr. Manhattan?
it doesn't matter.
Dr. Manhattan just gets along with everybody. I mean, the genie from Aladdin would probably more likely sing at you than fight you.
Yeah,
But he's got it like you think he like, I guess it comes down to, you think he like wants to die? Is so old, he's just like, I'm tired of this. It's like, please kill
He
me,
just wants
Dr.
you to burn his
Manhattan.
lamp and be done with it.
I also just realized they're all blue.
Oh,
wow,
it's the Blue
they
Man
are.
Group.
Those three versus the Blue Man Group, who wins?
I'm still saying Dr. Manhattan. He's
yeah.
the gut reaction for me. I think that's who I'm sticking with.
That's too easy, I guess.
You don't agree with that decision?
Not at all. Not at all.
So who would be your pick?
Zombie the Genie, because as his genie, his only rule is one wish per episode. So he would just wish to win. Game over. Zombie the Genie wins, coup d'etat, Batman plan.
Okay, well, all right, so
Zombie the Genie's the best
Hypothetically.
Rumble Double Jibber Jimmer there is.
hypothetically, John B. the Genie wishes for him to win that battle.
Yes. That's also
Does
how
he-
I believe he's going to win the final.
Well, that's what I mean. Does he advance to the next battle the next day or the same day? Because if he already used his wish for the day, he cannot win a second time.
I don't know. What are the tournament rules, Andy?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Came up with it, or did I? Who came up with this?
That was you.
It's the
We
same
need a
day.
third party.
Same day. Same day.
We should have thought about this a lot.
I don't know what the
in
fucking
more
rules
depth.
are for Rumble Double Jam tournament.
The double Rumble Jammers.
Somebody think of the Rumble Double Jam tournament. I said it right.
Yeah.
The rules.
2
Somebody think of
hours.
the rules for us. I'm sure Josh will listen to this and comment on the Facebook page what the rules are. He can be our impartial third party.
It'll be like super precise and like weirdly correct.
We need guidelines. We're all over the map here.
Everyone's like, they spent like a half hour talking about how 2 like dumb genies would fight a god. And we already forgot the fucking Sesame Street characters in this final. How does that work?
Yeah, I'm
what's
pretty
he
sure
doing?
Oscar has no chance in this final.
Like his only chance is to just pretend to be a trash can, and he wins by default.
Batman keeps looking. Why is this trash can here? But he's too occupied with everybody else. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move on from that one.
Well, that's a tough one.
All right. So next one I got are the rich guy superhero characters. So I'm sticking with the Batman again. So Batman, Iron Man, Iron Fist, Green Arrow, and Black Panther.
Ooh.
Iron Man.
Hands down. That's
Yeah.
your.
Yeah. I think this is the same problem with Dr. Manhattan one. Is he's just like too powerful?
So you don't think Batman could find a way around the armor?
Easily, because Batman can make his own fucking armor.
But Iron Man could just stay at the distance and take him out, and then Batman's, I don't think, ever come up with an Iron Man suit necessarily, but he probably has just because there's so many fucking Batman comics. Now that I'm
I
thinking
feel
about
like
it.
Black Panther's got a chance too, because any vibranium he has would cut through the Iron Man suit.
I'm trying to think
If he can get close enough to Iron Man to do it.
Does Black Panther have any ranged weapons?
I mean, he could throw knives.
Vibranium knife?
Yeah, I think his whole weaponry suit. Well, he probably has even a suit too. Weaponry, his whole weaponry.
I thought I misheard
What
you,
weapon
and
we
you
have?
didn't
Rebel
say
Double
it
Jammer?
weird because no one else laughed. I was like, oh, fuck, maybe everyone's gonna think I'm an asshole for laughing there for no reason.
Wumble Dumble Double Jam. Wumble.
Great episode, guys.
Yeah, I think his weaponry. I have to make sure I enunciate. His weaponry is all vibranium based. I'm pretty sure his armor is vibranium.
Right, okay.
But he could, like, shoot him down with, like, Iron Man blast, right? Like, then deflect them.
Wait, who's shooting who?
Like,
What?
like to deflect the vibranium knives. He could just, like, shoot a blast to, like, deflect them.
Oh, Iron Man?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And he has basically, like, unlimited power. He could just basically make a nuke to win this.
Well, I mean, yeah, the key to defeating Iron Man is taking out the arc reactor.
Or getting him really drunk.
If everybody pre-games before the fight.
And they are a bunch of billionaire playboys.
Oh, there you go. So they had a pre-game,
Yeah.
like social hour. Where probably the only one to get tanked would be Tony Stark.
Yeah, everyone else would be like, why are you drinking before a fight? He'd be like, I do what I want!
Yeah, I also feel like he's the cockiest of them all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So I feel like
probably
that
by far.
I feel like that would get him into trouble too quick.
Like, let's go 6-on-1, guys.
because like I keep coming back to sort of Ian's point that he made with the Batman fight is that world's greatest detective I feel like has to find a scenario where he wins this fight.
Right.
Well, which Batman is it?
I feel like it's dealer's choice. I think anyone that you feel would fit this scenario would work.
Because I
I
kind of
don't
want
know
to
if
see
I want to specify.
Christian Bale Batman versus Christian Bale Batman in the final.
Because I don't know. Because I feel like either Batman or Panther has a chance to take out Iron Man.
So we're just discounting Iron Fist and Green Arrow as participating, like they get a ribbon or something.
Green Arrow,
Well-
yes. Iron Fist could probably break Iron Man's armor with his fist.
But he's got to get that distance.
Right. But if Batman knows this...
Oh, and he plans it.
Yeah.
Uses some, like, anti-arc reactor thing.
Or Batman holds Iron Man steady for like the Superman punch by
like
Iron
Goku
Fist.
did. Yeah, to Raditz, his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we all knew Dragon Ball Z after that. So I thought that was like mainstream enough to reference.
I know there's people that have been on the show that watch that kind of stuff. I'm not one of those
I
persons.
remember what Ian was talking about.
Yeah, come on, Brian.
Sorry, my Dragon Ball knowledge is lacking.
So he holds him, he gets the punch in, and then he would immediately have to move to counter, otherwise he gets punched next.
Right.
Yeah.
And what would he plan for that bat hook out of the way?
Well, then the thing is, like, what's Green Arrow doing the whole time?
He's already
sitting up
lost. He
somewhere
lost already. He's out. He even bothered showing up. He knew it wasn't worth it.
Because he's another one that would have range. Like, he doesn't have to be in the thick of things to be part of the fight.
I feel like his arrows aren't high enough quality to actually do any damage to anybody but Iron Fist.
True. Well, I mean, he always has those trick arrows.
Like exploding arrows and stuff, but what's that going to do against, like, Tony Stark's armor, vibranium armor, if Batman has the armor?
Well, I'm thinking more of, like, EMP arrow or something that maybe shuts down Iron Man's armor.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't feel like the arrows would affect Black Panther at all. I don't know if he'd be able to hit Batman. So Green Arrow might be able to subdue Iron Man and take out Iron Fist, but I feel like those are both iffy scenarios.
So we're now thinking Iron Man doesn't win this just due to arrows and planning.
See, I don't know, because I think Iron Man was sort of my gut reaction is like, yeah, I think it would be him. But the more I'm thinking about Batman and Black Panther, I feel like either one of those could, I mean, maybe with help, somehow distracting Iron Man.
Iron Man's a very distractible person.
Yeah.
And I think they can use this cockiness against him very easily. So I don't think that either Batman or Black Panther are incredibly cocky.
All right, so if Iron Man's off the table, are we saying Iron Fist and Green Arrow are also off the table? They won't survive to the end?
Yeah, I think Green Arrow could, I guess, take someone out, but I don't think he could make it to the end.
Okay, so we're down to Batman and Black Panther. So out of those two, World's Greatest Detective versus Vibranium Suit and weaponry.
I feel like in the scenario where Batman restrains Iron Man enough for Iron Fist to kill Iron Man, that Black Panther would be able to monopolize on that and actually take out Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Batman blows his load too early.
I'm going to go Black Panther.
It's sort of where I'm leaning to. I think more because of the vibranium. I think that's hard for people to get around.
Haha, I like what you did there.
All right, so we're thinking Black Panther for that one.
Yep.
All right. Back to Andy.
Okay, well, this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains battle royale.
Okay.
So we've got Shredder, Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, Tokka, and Razor.
Oh. Shredder always seemed like too much of a dumbass to do anything.
Isn't that just like the point?
Probably. I mean, I guess most of the villain, like even Bebop and Rocksteady, seem like they're too incompetent to do anything.
They're literally like not mentally sufficient to like pass a middle school class.
But Krang is an actual brain.
Right, and with that big robotic suit that he has, I feel like he's the obvious choice.
But he doesn't get the Technodrome. Fuck that. Because if he gets the Technodrome, then Shredder gets the foot, which is like an infinite number of stooges.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking that robotic suit where he's in the stomach.
Yeah.
For Krang.
That's fine, but not the big fucking white testicles.
Because doesn't that thing like fly and have missiles and shit?
He has eye beams or something, but I don't know about missiles.
Okay. So it's got some sort of weaponry in it.
Yeah. And it just looks powerful in general.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of defenses it has. Like, if somebody gets a lucky shot at it, I don't know if they could do anything to it. I feel like Token and Razor are off the table because they're just big and dumb, too.
Well, wouldn't that be funny to watch Bebop, Rocksteady, Token, and Razor go at it?
That I'd like to see, yeah. Because I honestly couldn't tell you who's going to come out of that scenario the winner. Because I feel like the winner of that would take on Krang. Or all right, so are we thinking like Krang and Shredder face off,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bebop and Rocksteady take on Token and Razor, and then the winners of all those fight each other?
But I think the Krang Shredder group wins the whole thing. Like whoever
So
emerges
the two
from
of
that,
them-
whoever emerges from that bracket
Right.
would win.
But how
Okay.
fucked up would whoever wins that be? Would it be
Enough
more?
that, like-
Would it be more fucked up than any of the other guys that they could just get an easy victory out of it?
Oh, so like, yeah, okay, I get that. Oh, it's tough. Well, who do you think wins Shredder Krang?
I feel like Krang
I
wins.
still
that.
feel like Krang, yeah.
But it depends on if his robot suit is functional at the end. Because if it's not functional, then he's just gonna get fucking squashed.
Just a flying booger.
Essentially, they're just gonna flick him and eat him or whatever you do with a booger.
Sounds about right.
So,
Well, yeah, I still think Krang. I don't think Bebop and Rocksteady or Token Razor, even if they survive the fights, like that 4-way fight with each other, whoever comes out of that half dead probably still can't fight Krang. Well, no. See, now I'm confused because, like you said, if the suit doesn't work for Krang, then even half dead.
Because I feel like Shredder would do a pretty fucking good job of kicking the shit out of Krang.
Well, for being someone that's supposed to fight real good, you never see him do any fighting.
that's because he's the leader. Leaders don't fight.
He has to prove himself to me.
That's how he's the leader. He already did that off screen. Get your lore.
See, none of that helps me make a decision because I've never seen him fight. So I feel like he's just there giving orders, but doesn't know how to handle himself.
Well, Shredder fights in the first two movies.
Yeah. He gets thrown off a roof by a rat, and then he has to take mutagen to be able to stand a chance and be Super Shredder. And then he gets a boardwalk thrown on him.
But before he gets thrown off that roof, he beats all of the Ninja Turtles. One at a time and all four at the same time.
True. I don't know. I just see a scenario where Krang and his robot body just bit slaps Shredder across the room.
I don't
And
know it's necessarily a bitch slap.
Yeah, I'm seeing complete backhand, just smack.
For some reason, I'm seeing that in like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game right now, just like flying across the thing with little stars across his head.
Yep.
I agree, though. I think Krang would end up winning this.
Yeah, I gotta stick with my gut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still. You guys are winning me over with Shredder, so I could go either way, but I'm sticking with my gut and go Krang. Is that where you're going, Ian?
Yeah,
Did you say
Krang.
yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Krang is on the board. So we got third one for Ian.
Okay, triple threat Jedi match. Gonna go just so someone knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go Luke.
Okay.
The what's his name? I believe Galen Merrick. That's the apprentice from the Force Unleashed games. The guy you play as.
Okay.
Okay. Starkiller.
And Darth Revan.
Ooh.
Those are the three.
What era Luke?
Let's go with it's right at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So peak Probably peak.
Yeah.
As much as I like Luke, I don't know if he'd win that fight.
He hasn't really ever had like super proper training. Just maybe a couple weeks with Yoda and Dagobah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not much training with a lightsaber, which is probably what these guys are going to come at him with.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, especially if they know he doesn't know how to like use one.
Right. Starkiller has 2, which already I feel like gives him the leg up.
Mm-hmm.
From the lore of the game, Darth Vader gave him a personal robot that constantly tried to kill him, so he was always on the defensive. So I feel like that gives you good combat skills.
Oh yeah,
and judging by force powers in the game, he's way OP.
Yeah, but Darth Revan was more powerful than Vader. Because he was of the 2 Sith, he was the Lord.
Right.
So he was the Tyrannus to no, not Tyrannus.
Darth Tyrannus was Count Dooku.
Right, I'm thinking of Palpatine.
Palpatine to his Dooku?
Huh?
He was the Palpatine to the other guy's Dooku?
Yeah. Sidious, sorry, I was thinking Sidious.
Okay, yeah. Oh, same person, I guess. Shit.
I would tend to go to Revan.
Because he kind of also, he's one of the few that uses both sides of the Force at all times. Even in canon, he uses the light and the dark. So he kind of gets a little of everything.
Okay.
So I think Force-wise that helps him, but he's also like an expert combatsman. That's like one of the big things in the game, not just like tactically as a general, but like martially he's like one of the best Jedi they've seen ever.
Yeah.
So I think Luke's really in a hard spot here because he just was the wrong era to ever get trained.
Yeah.
No one to teach him. And it's not like he knows a lot about the Force enough to defend himself either. So
yeah.
All these other 2 would be coming in with way more knowledge of the Force and be able to use it for attack and defense, and I don't think he's at that level.
He basically can do like the telekinesis stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, so I guess I was wrong. I was like, oh yeah, that's peak Luke Skywalker.
Then you realize peak Luke Skywalker is not that good.
Well, we've yet to see him do anything in the new trilogy, so that could be more peak Luke Skywalker.
I guess, but remember, he couldn't even kill a sickly old man. He had to get his dad to do it for him.
I think you guys convinced me on Revan. I was thinking Starkiller, but I think he might be a little bit too inexperienced compared to Revan.
Mm-hmm. Right, because if you think about it, I mean, he's not even a Sith. Like, if Sidious is over Vader, and Vader is over Starkiller, and Revan is in the Sidious thing...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's essentially saying Sidious versus Starkiller, who wins.
Yeah.
Peak.
Yeah, because, I mean, at least in the game, Starkiller fights Vader and wins that fight if you play the game. So that would put him, at least on par with Vader, but I still don't think Vader or Starkiller at that level could take out Sidious.
No. And Revan's going to be probably a little bit better, maybe not as devious, but a better fighter than Sidious.
Yeah.
But especially at like that age where Starkiller would be around.
Right.
That's level Sidious.
Yeah. All right. So we're going Darth Revan. What time is it? All right. So we'll do one more. I'll do one more for me, and then we'll take all these winners and try to fight it out with them.
Oscar the Grouch. He's the leading favorite. I think everyone. In case you forgot, he's in this.
All right. So I'm gonna go. What were some of the notes I took? How about Tom Cruise characters?
Okay.
So I'm thinking Ethan Hunt, Cage from Edge of Tomorrow, Jack Reacher, and Vincent from Collateral.
Doesn't Cage win because he can't die?
I mean, I guess he can't. All right, so let's take the respawning off
Let's
the
take away
table.
his only ability.
No. Well, I'll put him. I'll bring him in at his peak. At the end of the movie, he's been trained. He knows how to be a soldier. He's a good soldier. He just can't revive and come back to life after dying. So just take that respawn ability off the table, but keep his training.
Who are the other ones again?
Ethan Hunt, Jack Reacher, Vincent from Collateral.
I never saw Collateral.
To be honest, I haven't either, but I know he's supposed to be a hitman.
Oh my god, what the fuck, Brian? I'm just gonna start making shit up about it.
Wait, is Collateral the one with Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, that's the one where he's the cab driver and takes
Right.
Tom Cruise around to kill people all night.
He's got a fucking, what, blonde hair or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Not him.
You don't think?
No.
You don't think that character would come out on top? The paid hitman?
No.
Yeah, but like hitmen don't aren't supposed to get into fights. They're supposed to like kill someone and that's it, you know?
Well, that's what I mean. That's his job, is to kill people.
Yeah, but not like in a battle.
If you saw that movie, he was a bitch that whole time.
Okay.
I feel
so Vincent's off the table.
Yeah, I feel like it would either be Hunt or Reacher.
You don't think Cage in his military training would be able to do anything?
He was a fucking pissant before that.
Before that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about before that. I'm talking about where he would be at the end of the movie.
He's still a pissant.
Without the mech suit, I think he would get defeated.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it'd probably be unfair to give him the mech suit. So, if that's off the table...
Plus, I think that he would be ultra cautious, knowing that he would have no...
No more respawn ability.
Right.
Okay. All right, so we're down, Ethan Hunt and Jack Reacher.
I feel like Jack Reacher would kill Ethan Hunt, only to find out it wasn't actually Ethan Hunt, and then Ethan Hunt would kill him.
Yeah. Right there.
The scenario that happens in every Mission Impossible movie where they take off the mask and you're not really that guy.
It's not him. It was actually Vincent the whole time, and you're just like... He's like...
Which is real fucking weird, because they all look the same to begin with anyway.
It'd be weird for them to be like, oh, that is a different guy.
However, I like that scenario, so I'm going to go with what you said. I think Ethan Hunt comes out on top, just because of the way you described it. I'm on board with that. It plays to the strengths of the Mission Impossible franchise and Jack Reacher all at the same time.
I feel like Reacher would win straight up, no deception shenanigans, but I think Ethan Hunt has too many deception and shenanigans.
What was that? Deception
shenanigans?
None of us can talk tonight. Oh, shit. Ian, you on board with that one, or do you have another?
I'm there.
Okay. All right, so Ethan Hunt is our final winner. So for the tournament here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters in here.
In the Rumble, Dumble, Jumble, Jambo, Bobo tournament. Hashtag.
So, going down the list, we have Oscar the Grouch.
We started off so strong. It's like...
Master Chief, Christian Bale's Batman, Leonardo, Dr. Manhattan, Black Panther, Krang, Darth Revan, and Ethan Hunt. So, who comes out on top?
I think we can start off by eliminating Oscar.
Well, again, are we just going with him hiding in the trash can and waiting for the dust to settle and then come in and try to whoop somebody's ass at the end?
I feel like Krang would use the trash can as a weapon and just like hurl it at somebody, and then Dr. Manhattan would just make it explode before it hits him. So Oscar's gone.
Then I think like at that point you would take out all the normal humans like Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, I was thinking the people without superpowers are probably off the table. So Oscar's gone, Batman's gone, Leonardo's gone, Ethan Hunt's gone, Krang is probably off the table.
Probably.
Yeah.
Master Chief, Dr. Manhattan, Black Panther, Darth Revan. Any more of those we want to scratch off?
You can probably take off Master Chief.
Yeah.
Okay, Master Chief's gone.
Like, if it was the different setup, I could see Master Chief surviving, not winning. but I don't think he has a real chance against those guys.
You had to bring a fucking god to this fight. Dr. Manhattan is way too overpowered for a lot of this stuff.
Oscar the Grouch was the number one character on this list. He wasn't gonna win unless we started doing, like, best Hamtaro characters, best My Little Ponies. I guess the only shot he had.
I mean, as far as, like,
best
the
Caillou characters.
Those are very polar opposites here.
Bernstein Bears. Like, he had a really limited set of people he was gonna win against.
Okay, so
I'm actually
we're
envisioning right now a Muppets versus Sesame Street fighting game, kind of like
oh god, yeah.
Capcom versus Marvel.
Throw in, like, the Care Bears.
Oh, he could beat up the Care Bears too. That's another one.
Smurfs. I mean, Smurfs are real small.
Oh yeah, the Smurfs in there too.
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock, yeah.
That dinosaur show with the baby. Just naming off shows now from when I was a kid. Okay, what about Oscar from Muppets Babies? Could he take on real Oscar?
Well, no, Oscar wasn't in Muppets Babies.
I know, but Brian laughs. I'm waiting to see if he catches it.
I just started thinking of a baby Oscar versus real size Oscar.
Okay, the Muppet Babies I think would sweep this, but they didn't make it. They weren't invited.
Next time.
So Black Panther, Revan, and Manhattan.
That seems to be... I mean, I feel like Dr. Manhattan could just explode anybody that he wants to.
You don't think the Force is powerful enough to, like, prevent explosions?
Yeah.
I think a top-tier Force user is basically a god.
Okay.
I think you can make that argument.
Maybe not quite, but I feel like Black Panther we can probably strike.
Yeah, I think between the two, either one of those people could just hold Black Panther in place and not let him do anything.
Right.
So yeah, I think he's off the table. Well, okay, here's an argument for... I don't know where this will take us. Can a lightsaber penetrate vibranium?
Yeah, they can cut anything.
Yeah.
Even one, like, the most indestructible metal on the planet?
The only thing they can't cut is another lightsaber.
Yeah, because that's just one planet. Lightsabers are designed to go through everything in the fucking universe.
Until they fucking come up with a metal that they can't cut through.
Okay. All right.
Which is actually, they do have that. They have those vibro swords they can't cut through. I just realized.
Yeah.
Which you think is basically vibranium. Oh, shit. The fuck?
See, vibranium exists in the Star Wars universe. They do mine a metal in Star Wars universe. It's the Mandalore mines it, and I can't think of what the fuck the name of the metal is, but it's specifically tough enough to withstand a lightsaber.
I know.
How long?
That's pissing me off.
I mean, I think indefinitely.
Oh.
Because that's why Mandalorians can take on Jedi.
You can't just like keep chopping it, and eventually it'll just.
Yeah, I think it's tough enough to just be able to handle it. Because, like I said, I think that's what Mandalorians craft a lot of their weapons and armor out of, and that's why they can take on and defeat Jedi. They're prepared for that kind of thing. But I can't think of the fucking metal. That's gonna bug me. All right, but either way, we're down to Dr. Manhattan and Darth Revan.
Oh,
right.
Cordis Weave.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
That's what it says on the wiki.
Okay.
Or the Wookiee. I love those fucking wiki puns.
I as much as I'm a Star Wars fan, I still feel like Dr. Manhattan is a tough one to crack.
Okay, I guess it comes down to, like, there's that force power, like the stun ability where you hold someone. Would that work on Dr. Manhattan? Because it shows him being super powerful, but we've never seen him fight like another magic type user almost. Like, we haven't seen him go up against that.
Right. So you're just assuming Darth Revan could just hold Dr. Manhattan in place and then stab him with a lightsaber and be done with it?
Yeah. That would be, I think, the game plan.
I don't know. Andy, what do you think?
Well, Dr. Manhattan is overall sort of uncaring.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he wouldn't put a lot of effort into the fight, just because it doesn't look like he's so otherworldly that he's got so much on it, like everything literally on his mind at the same time, that might speak to Darth Revan's advantage.
So you think maybe he would send like one of those clones of himself to the fight and just let it lose while he's busy doing real important stuff?
Does he clone himself?
Yes, he does that in, I know in the comic and the movie, because his girlfriend gets pissed that it's not like actually him talking to her.
Oh, that's right.
Even though it is technically still him, because I'm sure they have like a shared consciousness thing going on. She's just upset there's more than one of his blue dicks floating around.
Alright, so even given that scenario then, what prevents Manhattan from making just a bunch of clones of himself in overwhelming Revan?
Because he doesn't care.
So that's
depression!
He's not worried about
That's
it.
what it is. Just like my co-host DJ Dog Pound, I think depression gives in and Revan pulls this off.
I don't know. I think Manhattan has too much stuff he could do. I think it's Manhattan.
But I feel like Manhattan's almost waiting to die because he knows too much.
And this is the one person that could kill him.
So he would throw the fight on purpose.
Yes.
This would be his last chance to die.
It would end his pain.
Okay.
He would never get to die again after this. He would have to choose to live forever or to die.
Okay. I don't know. I'm still going Dr. Manhattan. I mean, obviously I lost because you guys are outvoting me, but I'd still put my hat with Dr. Manhattan.
I'm going Revan.
Revan.
All right. Out of our little first tournament thing here.
Rumble Double Jam is
the Rumble
tournament number
Rumble
one.
Double Jam. Rumble Double Jam.
Rumble Double Jam is tournament number one.
Hashtag Rumble Double Jam is tournament.
Yeah, all that. Darth Revan is our winner. Yay. Now, if we ever do, if we actually try like tournament structure off to try to remember our first one, Darth Revan was the winner.
Rumble Double Jam is
If we do
tournament
this again, we can
Have a tournament of winners. A tournament of champions.
Yep. See if we can get that far.
And make a fucking rule book for it. They fight in the Thunderdome and they bring nothing.
Yeah, depending on the different scenarios, we may have to start setting some more specific ground rules, because I think we talked more about what people can use and what they can't use in the actual fights.
Instead of a Rumble, maybe next time we should make them all do the American Gladiators.
Oh, go through all those obstacles.
Stupid obstacles, yeah.
Or a basketball game.
It's like Space Jam all over again.
Could Dr. Manhattan be Darth Revan in a game of Space Jam?
Oh man, that would have been a good one. The Looney Tunes fights.
Save it next time. Yeah, I don't know. I actually thought this was pretty fun.
It was
Did you
a
guys
lot
have
of fun, actually.
I hope it plays back well.
yeah, we're having fun now.
We're gonna
Who knows
listen
what
to
the
it
fuck
and
this
be
is gonna
like,
sound
"What the
like."
fuck are we saying right now?"
We record for an
We're
hour,
all
40
high.
minutes, and 50 of it is us saying nonsense words. Trying to just get the title right.
It's an ongoing struggle. It really is. All right, so yeah, if you enjoyed the show, please stop by iTunes, leave us a 5-star rating and review.
We're not getting
Be
any
sure to
5
share,
stars
subscribe.
from this one.
Yeah, we're probably not. They're on the 1-star reviews now. They talk too much about rules and guidelines and shit.
4 stars. They could not pronounce Rumble Double Jammer Tournament correctly.
Could have got
even
that 5th
once.
star if they would have said the title right, fuckers.
It's not even Dumble Jammers.
As always, you can find us on Facebook. Search Bry Guy Super Friends or go to www.facebook.com/BryGuySuperFriends. You can send us questions, emails, comments, topic suggestions, any of that stuff. You can email us, bryguysuperfriends@gmail.com or @BGSuperFriends on Twitter. Any of those avenues you can send us. Again, if you think of some Battle Royale scenarios or Rumble Double Jam, Rumble
Double Jammers!
I was doing real good up until then. The Rumble Dumble Jams. If you think of some scenarios for
Welcome
us.
to the jam.
The Rumble Dumble Jam.
We're gonna have a rap next time. Totally gonna do it.
It's just the Space Jam theme song, but you say Rumble Dumble Jam instead of Space Jam. Oh, shit. So yeah, if I'm losing myself already, but if you think of any scenarios for any of the battles that you want to try to see or hear us debate, hit us up on any of those avenues and let us know your suggestions. We'll make sure we give you a shout out when we mention your battles. Other than that, we'll try to do this again at some point. I don't know when. We'll see what kind of news week we got. Like I said, next week we're hopefully going to try to do Defenders. We'll see who we can gather for that, who finishes it in time. After that, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. See when we can fit this in again. Until then, on behalf of Andy, Ian, and myself, thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Arrgh.
Oh, and guys, just want to get this out because you only got 46 more episodes. It was really hard last time. Get your questions in now for the 150th. You don't want to miss the cut. You got so many last time. I'd get them in now.
Yeah. So many to comb through.